Welcome to the wonderful world of printmaking. Hello, language learners. Today, we are venturing into the exciting world of arts and crafts. Specifically, we're going to discover the basics of printmaking. Now, you may ask, what is printmaking? Well, it's a type of art process where the artist creates an image or design on a surface, known as the matrix, and transfers it onto another surface, usually paper or fabric. Before we dive in, let's familiarize ourselves with some essential vocabulary related to printmaking. Matrix. This is the surface on which your design is created. It could be a block of wood, a metal plate, or a stone. Ink. This is what you apply to your matrix to create your print. It can be of various colors and consistencies. Impression. The final print that is transferred from the matrix to the paper or fabric. Addition. A series of identical prints. If you make multiple copies of your design, you have created an addition. There are several different techniques you can use in printmaking. Here, we'll focus on 4 basic ones. 1. Relief printmaking. In this method, you carve into the surface of your matrix, removing areas that you don't want to print. The ink is then applied to the remaining surface. The most common example of this is woodblock printing. 2. Intaglio. This technique involves carving the design into the matrix. The ink is applied to these carved lines and then wiped from the surface. The paper is pressed onto the matrix, pulling ink from the carved lines to create the print. Examples of this technique are etching and engraving. 3. Lithography. For this technique, you draw directly on the matrix with a greasy material, like a special lithographic crayon. The matrix is then treated so that the ink will only adhere to the areas where the greasy material was applied. 4. Screen printing, also known as silkscreen or serigraphy. This method uses a stencil-based process. The stencil, which is attached to a mesh screen, blocks ink in certain areas. When the ink is applied to the screen, it is pushed through the open areas of the stencil onto the paper or fabric below. Well, that's a brief introduction to the world of printmaking. These techniques allow artists to express their creativity in unique and repeatable ways. Remember, the key to mastering any new hobby or interest, especially something as hands-on as printmaking, is practice. So, don't be afraid to try it yourself, experiment with different techniques and materials, and most importantly, have fun while learning. We hope you found this video helpful in expanding your English vocabulary and knowledge about printmaking. Until next time, keep practicing and stay creative.